And the live stream's up. I think we have to turn the volume down on this guy.
And the live stream's up.
Echo. I think we have to. Perfect.
Wow. That would have been a horrible echo the whole time.
All right. You good?
Yeah. I just want to all messages.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure we can actually see people,
Mm-hmm.
talk to them, all that fun stuff.
It's Channel's first birthday. Are you excited?
Yeah, it's been quite the journey.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching. I remember we just watched your first video.
Ugh.
Oh, how far we've come.
And how, like, still awkward, but less awkward, if that's possible.
It's extremely pale too.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're extremely pale. The video, the poor lighting.
Oh, I just thought you meant me in general. Like,
well,
bitch, I am pale. Get over it.
Yeah, you are very pale.
Rude.
But the overtly white light, oh my god.
Overtly white light.
It was so bright on you, and then like the resolution of the camera wasn't very good. And
well, that was from like my school laptop built-in camera. I mean,
and then we got this laptop and then this camera, and
I'm gonna share this.
Now the new camera and all that fun stuff. And this
Ew.
I'm saying ew to my voice.
Not ew to your voice.
It's a beautiful voice.
I'm trying to figure out how to share it on here.
Share it on what?
My phone. Oh, never mind. I found it.
Hey. So, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Last year of reviews, we've gone from, you doing horror movies to you unboxing the Sephora crate, and then I'm helping you, then I'm reviewing movies with you, and then I'm unboxing my loot crate, and then now you're doing get ready with me makeup videos.
Mm-hmm.
What has been your favorite video so far? I'm not gonna say live stream because they're hard to pick from because they're all fun. But what has been your favorite review? Your favorite video that you've done that's not a live stream?
Oh god. Like type of video or
just like what specifically that you really liked that you did?
It's a good question. I mean, I really like I like the really underrated movies I've done that have opened other people's eyes to check them out.
Chase is here.
My beautiful Chase. I mean,
he said we've gone from you doing horror movies to doing horrible movies.
No, that's true. That's very true.
Mother of God.
Oh, Brian's here.
Brian's here.
Hi, bud. I mean, I can't pinpoint specifically what video I've done that's my favorite, but I feel like obviously I really enjoy the live streams, but the Get Ready With Me was definitely way out of my comfort zone, just coming on here looking like a naked mole rat with no eyebrows, red ass face. That was fun. I like trying new things, I guess. I don't know.
My least favorite movie video that we've done is the Get Ready With Me because
oh my God,
of the 5
forever.
hours of editing I did. It was so terrible. It was definitely a learning experience. I learned a lot. It's cry_wolf. That is obviously your favorite video. That's my favorite movie that we've done.
Yeah.
No, actually, one of my favorite one of my favorite reviews that you've done is the Terrifier review, because it actually gained the attention of the guy who played Art the Clown, which is freaking awesome. That the guy who played the main character in this movie literally liked your tweet and retweeted it, and that was
like
so
the
cool.
director commented it on Instagram, and he was like, "Thank you so much," and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god." Oh, hi Zachary Hayes.
What I love about this channel is like the people here. Like I got to get to know Chase, Brian, and Zach has supported me outside of the YouTube on my Twitch, which I greatly appreciate.
And shout out to Zachary Hayes, because he watches my beauty videos and it means so fucking much to me.
And doesn't make creepy comments.
Yeah, and doesn't make creepy
like the other
comments.
one that makes that watches your videos. Back off, Coop.
What?
He said you're looking lovely tonight.
Oh, thank you. I enjoy the midweek movies with you, because not only do we get to spend time together, but then we get to give two extremely different viewpoints typically.
Yes. Mine, the mainstream moviegoer, you, the eclectic horror person. People are, if they don't know you, they're not going to think that you're going to hate a movie because there isn't enough blood and guts in it. So people have that predetermined, like, oh, she's a girl, she doesn't want it to be real gory. But no.
I want all the gore.
I tap out before she does. I've seen people split wide open before, and I still tap out before
I've
you
seen
do.
some shit. I always think that's funny when people first meet me, especially in the work setting, like at the doctor's office, because I'm just wearing scrubs and a long sleeve shirt, so they definitely don't expect a lot of tattoos.
I know that she's really a mixture of Morticia and Wednesday Addams.
And then they're like, you like that stuff? Doesn't that give you nightmares? No, like real life stuff gives me nightmares.
The thought of having a child gives me nightmares.
Had a child? Not.
No, the thought of having a baby again gives me nightmares. That's
the
scary.
Thought of you having a child with me gives you nightmares.
Yes.
You're an asshole.
The thought of horrific nightmares just showed up.
Hey,
what's going on, guys?
Welcome. No, just like recent events that have happened to me, I've had nightmares about, and just, all the stuff going on in the world is horrific. So I feel like horror movies really don't hold a candle to that kind of stuff. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
So
it's, I really didn't know what to think a year ago when you were like, I really want to do this. I obviously was super supportive, as anybody who's followed the channel since the beginning knows. I, stayed off camera for a while, and then people pressed, and only certain people knew what I looked like Chase and Brian, just because I joined the live streams after they went off air. And, I joined a live stream from my car driving home. Those are some of my favorite things, up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, just hanging out with Chase. And, those are the fun things, press for the day. Yeah. Yes. The press, the whole like
peer pressure.
Yeah. The whole, we want to see the groom and we want to see the groom. And then I made you watch that horrible cry_wolf.
Oh my God. Did you just agree that it's horrible?
Oh my God.
Did everyone hear that?
It's wonderfully terrible. It's a terrible movie.
You said
that I
horrible.
It is a horrible movie.
Horrible.
But I love it so much.
Uh-huh.
And mostly for my love for Bon Jovi.
It's all for your love for Bon Jovi, because it's not a good movie. And this is from someone that likes really bad movies. Like, I don't have good taste in movies.
He is the songbird of our generation.
Anyways.
But yeah, I mean, it's like it was the whole groom face reveal. It's so bad, it's good that it's bad.
I don't know that it's
Yes, Brian. Thank you. But it's, I really get it, and I know people in from Horror Show Entertainment, from Brian from Horror Show Entertainment, Cecil and Jaime from the horror show. I randomly send Jaime like weird music stuff, and he's like, "This is so awesome!" And it's like it's so cool to connect to people that you've never met before. And I never thought I'd do that outside of like Xbox with Colin and George and Ernie, who I've never actually met in real life, but I consider them good friends of mine. So I think I had a I understand how you can never have met Chase or Brian but still feel so close to them.
Yeah.
So it was, but a year ago it was just like I was like, all right, we got the laptop, and I'm like, yeah, well, we needed a new laptop anyway, and we got
I broke the other one
because you dropped a can of soup.
I dropped a can of soup and exploded the screen.
But yeah, it's like I didn't know what to think, and it was like I didn't want you to be disappointed. It's so cool to meet people you've never met before. Shut up, Chase. Shut up.
That's got to be my favorite thing is the friendships that I've made, because that means the world to me, and I love you guys. And there's so many different like tastes in movies that you get different opinions on, and usually we can all play nicely, sometimes not so much. But it's just nice to see different viewpoints of stuff, and then have conversations, and then get really close with people, and they genuinely care about how you are, and you genuinely care about how they are, and it's just freaking awesome. And then sometimes you talk to them for 5 hours on the phone because you got to catch up. So like, it's really so
cool. I really love the fact that you've because when we first started, you were like, I'm not even gonna get to like 100 followers and You're very pessimistic about this at the beginning, but I was like, no, you have a really unique viewpoint. You watch movies that aren't very mainstream and stuff like that. We still dabble in some mainstream stuff, like the new Halloween and a few other like newer ones, and with Netflix and Chiller and stuff like that. We did Bird Box, that
Shudder.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Shudder.
Chiller. No,
Chiller's the one with the movie with the short movies. The Chiller theater. That's what I got it mixed up with. But it's it's crazy. Like you hit 250 followers in your first year. Bird Box is right, Chase. You hit 250 followers in your first year, and you've expanded beyond just doing horror, and you're starting to get into makeup on YouTube. And I started with Grandpa Horror and Dan from the Horror Addicts. Thank you. I almost called him the Horror Hole. I mixed gory hole.
No, that's gross.
But yeah, no, like talking wrestling, like I didn't know that many horror fans were also wrestling fans, so that was very nice to know. And Lamont Grandpa Horror is such a cool guy. I'm so happy that I got to know him. I told him the next time a wrestling event comes to Philly, I'm going to go down there and we're going to hang out. I'm going to go to a wrestling show together.
And we got to know Brandon from Jerks Productions.
Oh my God, they're so cool. Such a cool group of guys too. And Brandon was so awesome with that intro when he emailed us that intro. And I figured out when I hit like the big moment when I was like, oh my God, I figured out how to use our editing software. I can put an intro. I can put an outro. I can transition stuff. Now I'm to the point where I'm like, I'm like, all right, you said like 8 times. Let's cut that out.
That's
cut that out.
All I say apparently is and like.
So, that's why like they get ready with me. We cut that down from like an hour and a half of video down to like 44 minutes.
Most of it was
Yeah. Well, I just sped up you doing the the makeup and stuff, and we got our first copyright scare from that video.
Yeah,
Dicks.
that's fine. So I did screenshot some questions. I put that out on Twitter and Instagram. So you ready for these?
Brian says, I can't see what's wrong with that, Chase. And Chase says, read the book. And Brian says, I was referring to the blindfold aspect as a joke. And Chase goes, ah. I fucking love those two.
You want my cord?
No, your cord's just, the little charging ball's just next to me.
All right.
All right, fire away.
This is from John Dirksen. The weirdest movie you've watched since starting the channel. Weirdest movie. I would have to say
Teeth.
I didn't review Teeth. Do you watch the channel?
Nails?
Do you watch the channel? Are you new here?
Produce all the video. They all blur together.
I would say it would have to be Evil Dead Inbred Rednecks.
Oh my God.
That was a real fucking weird movie, and I really enjoyed it. What was the weirdest movie you've watched since starting the channel?
Nightmare Files says, happy channel birthday. My first birthday channel's next month.
Yay!
Oh,
Thank you. And
almost
happy
twins.
early channel birthday.
We're almost twinsies. Weirdest movie. Now, for the record, I do not watch all the movies that she watches. A lot of times she will watch movies and record them while I'm like bowling or golfing and stuff like that. So I don't watch them all. But does that have to be a weirdest one that's been that you've reviewed?
That we've watched.
That we've watched. There's that fucking terrible one we watched. Oh.
Did we review it?
No, we didn't review it.
Oh.
Because I didn't want people to know I watched that movie after I watched it.
We watched
I'm trying to think.
Weirdest. The Endless was pretty weird.
Yeah, The Endless. I love that movie.
That was great, yeah.
Yeah, we got that because of Painted Man at Farsighted got us the what's called the media access to that.
Mm-hmm.
That was super cool. Bowling or golfing? Yes, I do both. I bowl on Tuesday nights in my league, and I golf on 1 or 2 Saturdays a month during the spring and summer when it's nice. Yes.
You gonna go with The Endless?
Yeah, I mean The Endless. I loved it. That was a weird movie. Oh no, actually, weirdest movie was Terrifier. Because remember, I did watch that because she reviewed it, and then she was like, "You need to watch this movie. You need to watch this movie." Yes.
Meowdy.
Hello, cat.
Yeah, you watched that when I was recovering from the first surgery.
I'll beat you in a bowling. Zachary Conan is here.
Hello, sir.
Both Zachary's here. Yeah. I was Terrifier was get your paw out of my beard. Terrifier was just amazing. It was such a weird movie, and she even said that the one scene I was gonna like the most, she was absolutely right when he was trying to reach her through the door, stabbing her, and then pulls his hand back, and then he tries to get at her again, but this time it's with like a bicycle horn. He's like, I died laughing. Okay. Goodbye. So yeah, Terrifier definitely wins. That was an awesome movie.
All right. Biggest surprise movie. Let's see.
Surprised, like you're surprised it was bad, or surprised that it was good?
I guess that could go either way.
Surprised that it was bad for me was Bird Box. I thought that movie was going to be a lot better than it was.
That movie pissed me the fuck off.
That Bird Box was just bird shit.
I would have to say biggest surprise movie for me.
If you guys have any questions, just throw them out there.
Yeah, throw some questions. I'd say Kuso because I really didn't know what I was in for.
Is that the poop eating one?
No, that's Solo.
Oh, Salo, yes. Joey and the cat in the same shot. Yep.
Your editing's getting really good.
I do not shapeshift into the cat like many people think. I do not shapeshift into the cat, although many reviews the cat is sitting in the other chair. The one review I had to blur out because the cat was licking herself. That was an interesting time. Surprisingly good.
Or surprisingly bad, whichever.
No. Which one did you say?
I said Kuzo.
That was surprisingly good or surprisingly bad?
Surprisingly good. I really liked that.
What's a surprisingly bad movie? One that you thought was going to be good, but it ended up being bad. I think I can answer this for you. Like I say, one you wanted to be good, but you freaking hate it.
Bloodline.
Day of the Dead Bloodline.
Fuck that movie and its stupid face.
Bitched about this movie for like a month after she watched it.
I'm still bitching about this movie.
For me, to be completely honest, one movie I thought that was going to be bad and then ended up being really good was the new Halloween. I thought that movie was going to be hot garbage. I thought I was going to hate it, but I really liked it.
All right. One that you thought would be trash but ended up being great.
I think we just did that.
Well,
Halloween.
I didn't think Kuzo was going to be trash.
Oh.
But hold on.
Brian says that my age and he's getting rid of it. She says, shh, we don't talk about Halloween.
Mm-mm.
The first rule of Halloween Club is we don't talk about Halloween Club.
Oh, one that I thought that surprised me that wasn't that great, I'd say would be Ed and His Dead Mother, because there was like literally no gore to it, and I was really disappointed. It was amazing, and Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi farting into a can would be amazing.
Yeah.
Buscemi could do no wrong.
I love Steve Buscemi.
Especially in my eyes. I have a great Steve Buscemi story. Did you know that he was a firefighter and EMT before becoming an actor?
Mm-hmm.
On September 11th, he actually drove up to New York and helped assist the first responders there.
I know that.
Such a great story. It just speaks to the character of him, so he can do no wrong in my eyes.
So I got one from Twitter from Mr. Zachary Conan.
Oh.
Says,
okay,
what was the very first movie you fell in love with? I would have to say, so the first horror movie I ever watched was Phantasm, unfortunately. Because it scared the shit out of me because I was like really little.
No, I love this story.
I don't know if I've told this story before. So
the scanner story is the best one, though.
My grandfather, unfortunately, is no longer with us. He was incredible, and I miss him every single day.
Love you, Artie.
So my parents would drop me and my older sister off at my grandparents' house every summer, so we get to spend like a good few weeks with them, which was amazing.
Because they both worked at a school, and they would have the summers off.
Yeah. So, what does that say?
It says, question involving passion and movies from Conan. Shock. Surprise.
So we would go to the library where we would rent movies. Mm-hmm. And me being a child wanted everything that looked cool on the box, which that actually still applies because I'm sold with a good picture. And I saw Phantasm and I had no idea what it was. Never heard of it. I think I was like 4 or 5. And I was nagging the hell out of my grandfather to rent it because it was either like Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Three Ninjas, The Pest. I've actually worn out a VHS of The Pest.
He waits.
Like anything, new he was kind of open to, but saw the movie and was like, no. So for probably a solid hour, I badgered this poor man. And he was finally like, fine. We watched it in the dark.
I know what that feels like.
My dad's room was in the attic of their house because it was the house that all the kids grew up in. And he made me sleep in the attic and messed with me. And was kind of like, you're not going to mess with Grandpa again. And I was like, no, I'm sorry. So like forever terrified of the tall man, But I would have to say the first movie that I really fell in love with the horror genre would be Night of the Comet. I still have the VHS that I watched the first time my parents had it. And just, it's not the goriest movie, so I was allowed to watch it. But the zombies in it, I was like, this is amazing. I love it. That's probably like my favorite genre is zombies, like subgenre, I would say. And I could literally watch that movie every day. I still love it. It doesn't hold up as well as I would hoped it would, but it's just like, oh, it's so good. I love it so much. So I would have to say Night of the Comet. What was the first movie that you fell in love with the horror genre?
Probably the first Nightmare on Elm Street, because that was the first, like, that's the first horror movie I remember watching and going, oh my god, this is so cool. Not the first horror movie I watched, and I always mix up which one it is. Which one's the first one I watched with the zombies in the elevator just tearing fucking people apart?
I'm pretty sure it's Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Dawn of the Dead was the first one I watched.
I showed you the clip and you're like, yeah.
It was the first one I watched when I was in 3rd grade. We stole it from my uncle. Thank you, Uncle Keith. We took it from his room, took it to my neighbor's house, and watched it. And we're like, what the? Oh my god! There's a terror. Oh my! It was so scary. But I was never big into zombies, but I love slasher films. And like the first Friday, or the first Nightmare on Elm Street, and probably the first Friday the 13th. Like I remember I watched both of those movies within like a month of each other, and I was like, oh yeah, this is what I like. Do with the machete, do with fucking knife hand clawing the shit out of people. I'm in for that. I'm into this.
So this is a 3-part question from Mr. Conan. This 2, why did you decide to review movies on YouTube? I feel like my opinion is different because not necessarily that it's good, but it's different. A lot of people have film background and are able to look.
I retweeted the tweet about the tweet.
Oh, hi.
See, the cat.
Meow.
The cat.
A lot of people have film background or a lot of ability to be insightful about where, the movie's very deep and undertones and everything. And I feel like I definitely don't have that, which is fine. I'm here for the stuff I'm really interested in, which is basically special effects. Keep me interested with my short attention span, because kind of my pipe dream all my life has been to be a special effects makeup artist. And I haven't given up on that. I'm not really actively working on it, but I am extremely just so enamored by the work that goes into special effects that I really do appreciate it. I'm a huge fan of Greg Nicotero, K&B, Tom Savini. Just
there are multiple pictures of Tom Savini in our house,
signed,
hanging up, framed.
And Greg Nicotero. I love it so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the work that goes into it.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Sometimes that can, the story can be secondary to me if the effects are that good, if there's that much gore. So I feel like I just wanted to get, different perspectives out there. I wanted to get movies that weren't very mainstream, more viewed and more talked about if I felt like they needed it. There's a big selection back there. As far as, making reviews and stuff, I also wanted to do makeup reviews and skincare reviews and hair care reviews, because also that's a big facet of my life. And, there's a ton of beauty bloggers and everything. I don't know. I want to throw my hat in there too. I know what I like. I know what I've tried. I am a licensed cosmetologist who is currently working, so I thought that would be a cool spin on it as well.
I really pushed for her to do this solely because there's a lot of times where she would be following live streams from other channels and and commenting on other channels videos and stuff like that, giving her opinion, and she got a lot of positive feedback from them, like, yeah, that's a really good point, and da 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 da. And I really thought, like, you have so many people out there with the film background that are going to critique the editing, the lighting, the this, the that, the stuff like that, and a lot of times they ignore the basic like, is the movie plausible for a regular person? Like, we don't have any film background. The most editing I've ever done is on this YouTube channel. I don't know if you can tell, but I really like, the fact that she says stuff that I understand. You know what I mean?
That's important.
It's like, I feel like a common person who has no theater, video, any film school background can open up the channel, listen to your review, and determine if they're going to like the movie or not. And we never give anything away, no matter how old the movie is.
Unless it's Bird Box.
Unless it's Bird Box. Because
I feel like my reviews are basically if I genuinely enjoyed it or not.
Your reviews are like if somebody asked you. Your reviews are like if somebody asked you if you like a movie, and that's what you would say to them. Like, yeah, I liked it because of this. I didn't like it because of this. This is my favorite part. Like, I really feel like the reviews are very. I don't want to call them basic, but they're very relatable.
You better not call me basic.
Basic bitch. But Ray was tired of all the Beckys with the good hair. Started her own channel.
So there's a third part to the question. My phone locked.
How many parts are going to be in this question, Zachary?
Zachary Cohn. Oh, shit. Hold on. He goes, will those weekly horror hangouts with folks like Brian and Chase return? So I wasn't doing live streams for a bit just because I was not in a good place with my health, with my eyes. I couldn't do a lot of stuff by myself on my own. So that would kind of trap him at home if he wanted to drive, Lyft or Uber. And just like, honestly, I was very just not in a good place mentally either. Just being, blind for months really fucks with your head. And I would like to start doing them, probably not weekly, just because I do have I have my Saturday day job.
Yeah.
My Saturday job. So I have to wake up early for that and be like very high functioning and full of sleep. But I do have one Saturday off a month. So I'd like to do it at least once a month just to catch up.
This is her usual Saturday off, third Saturday of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Gaffon says, I still love your subspecies review. I remember your quote every time I watch it.
Oh.
What was the quote?
That was the one where I was saying that the guy looked like he farted and he was waiting for other people to catch on and smell it.
Oh my God. Remember that.
Because there's just this sneaky fart look,
Speaking of funny stuff, we actually have a full year of bloopers. Of a lot of stuff you guys don't get to see, like stuff that we turn on the camera to test the camera and test the audio, because we've had problems where we've done an entire review and the audio was like Charlie Brown's Teacher, or the audio dropped out halfway through the video. So we actually have a bunch of just random stuff, funny stuff that's happened, and I will probably sink about a good 30 hours probably worth of editing into that, but we're going to release a big blooper reel of just all the funny stuff. And there's some singing to certain songs in there, so I got to contact people for copyright and licensing stuff, or I have to mute out the audio for it, so you just see us singing back and forth to each other. But there's I'm working on it, and it's going to be really funny, and I think everybody's really going to enjoy it. And I can't wait to finish that little project.
So we have one from Dice Rollin'. She says,
Oh,
if you could be in a horror movie universe, which one would it be? It would be Romero's zombie universe for me. And who would you be? I would be Bub. Because I love Bub.
what's up, Christian?
So what horror movie universe would you be in?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I would want to be in.
I want to shoot Captain Rhodes with a gun as Bub. Crywolf isn't a universe.
I know it's not a universe. So that's obviously what I would have picked. Cry_wolf. So me and Bon Jovi could hang out. I would be in the Nightmare on Elm Street. I feel like I could survive. I've gone.
Who would you be?
Long-term time without sleep. Oh, I have to be somebody in the universe.
Yeah.
No, I want to be me.
Oh, I thought of another answer.
What?
Final Destination. I would want to be Death.
Oh my God.
Or Tony Todd.
Tony.
I'd take either.
Yes.
I'm not picky.
Tony Todd. I would definitely want Tony Todd. That's a good answer. Yes, Tony Todd in Final Destination. Death is a cruel bitch. God, he's awesome.
All right. Shut up. This is from Brian Gatto from Horror Show Entertainment.
Who is that? Just kidding, Brian. Love you.
He says, can you recall your favorite moment in the videos you've done? Oh my God. I can't pinpoint a favorite, but like any time that I've been just like dying laughing on a live stream, obviously that's been a favorite. That's really hard.
Favorite moment in a live stream?
Yeah.
Favorite moment for me.
Favorite moment.
My favorite moment is what brings us together. My favorite moment on any live stream, because they didn't specify it had to be one, is
like any video,
is the beaming amount of pride I had when you were included on one of our favorite YouTubers live stream, Count Jacula, and watching you on his live stream was just super proud for me. I was so proud of you, that because we loved him and the Horror Guru since before we even thought about making this channel, and the fact that he brought you on there and he loved your opinion and he respected what you said, and that was such a very cool moment for you. You know, it was such a very cool moment for you, and I was so glad I got to watch that from the living room.
It was so surreal, like telling him that I would put his videos on like playlist and listen to them while I was doing my homework for school.
I would watch one specific video if I needed to be cheered up.
Oh my God, the Count Jacula versus fan art is literally
the best video.
I still watch that if I'm sad. It's funny.
So funny. All right, what's next?
We have from Queenie Todd.
Oh, hi, Queenie.
What was the first horror movie that you watched that made you a fan? What got you interested?
That made me a fan in horror in general.
Yeah.
It would definitely be Dawn of the Dead, because watching that, I was like, this is awesome. Like, I was still way too young to watch that movie, but I was like, this is really cool. I want to watch other ones. That made me want to. That really opened me to the zombie genre. I wasn't really interested in the zombie genre, and then, but that was one of my first ones, and I was like, oh, I really want to watch cool movies like this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd be the pre-opening credits kill in every horror movie. It's awesome. By the way, since people are naming their favorite Rayanimator moments, mine is your house review, which was awesome.
Aw.
And you and Chase having phenomenal banter on the streams, always fun.
Oh, thank you.
Me and Chase always have playful banter together.
Oh.
He refers to me as Josephina, sir.
I think the movie that made me like solidify my love of horror would have to be Return of the Living Dead.
That's a good one.
It made me just jump in both feet. It's so fucking good.
I'm stealing your water.
Don't steal my water.
I ran out of drinks.
If you backwash, I'm gonna punch you.
I filtered it through my mustache.
It's disgusting. Yeah, I love that movie so much. And the sequels. Big fan of those. I think there's another one on here.
Chase says, Conan, you would be the first official death when the group realizes something's wrong. White, anxious. That's the stereotype. Oh my god.
Jerks Production says, my favorite thing is to ask why. Why start a YouTube channel and what influenced you to?
Why not?
So I didn't know. When I started watching YouTube, I just would watch, I think the first channel I ever watched was Makeup Geek. And she has since like formed an empire. So awesome for her. And then it was kind of like Vine compilations. And then I discovered that there were channels that reviewed a whole bunch of movies that I liked. The first channel that I really got into was Bloodbath and Beyond. And then I think from there, I found out about Count Jacula and obviously the Horror Guru. And I found Brian's channel and the Horror Show. And I think I commented a whole lot on one of Brian's videos. I think it was a live stream.
It was a live stream.
It was a watch along.
And he said, why don't you start your own channel?
Well, no. He reached out to me and was like, hey, you like a lot of these movies, blah, blah, blah. He's like, do you have a channel? And I said, no, because I'm honestly kind of like a really introverted person. I'm pretty shy. And I didn't think that...
I'm not.
No.
I make friends wherever I go.
I didn't think that I'd be able to deal with just putting myself out there. And he's like, you should just do it. And I was like, all right, I'll think about it. So we talked a little bit about it. And I feel like Brian was kind of the push that was just like, just do it. It's fine. You'll be fine. So thank you. I really appreciate that. And I'm so glad that like all of these things even fell into place because what?
Chase puts, hey, I'm forming an alliance of people that like bad horror movies. You want to join?
Yes.
It's like the Avengers of terrible horror movies.
Terrible horror movies, assemble! But yeah, like that's really what pushed me into it because I kind of always, you know, when you watch a review and you're like, well, yeah, but I feel like this, and I could now have my own opinion out there, which is pretty cool. And I can, you know, I definitely have two completely different groups of people that respond to the channel, the horror, and then the people that are there for the beauty stuff, which is really funny because I have regulars with both, which is so freaking cool. And
the horror and the beauty people both demand things.
Yes, there's a demand for my husband does my makeup challenge. And my eyes are healed now for the most part.
I'm afraid I want to reblind you.
It'll be fine. So yeah, that's pretty much how the channel came to be because I even before starting this, I just really enjoy watching movies and playing with makeup, so why not?
And I think I think even like right before or right after you started the channel, one of the very first things you did was the watch with me for the Lost Boys with Brian.
Yeah, that was right before the channel started.
Yeah, that was like right, like I think it was like the I think that was like less than a week before the first Q&A. We brought the laptop out of the living room and put it on the Loot Crate box so we could get the right angle with it. It was just, it was funny.
Not a great angle, but it was an angle.
Yeah. It was fun times. Yes, it was, Brian.
For sure. Let's see. I think there was another one, maybe. Maybe not. I think that's all the ones I have on here. See if there's anything else on here. I'm still like super blown away that the Farsighted give a shit. Like that's so cool.
I'm so happy. Like I remember when he was like, I remember when he first said something to me, because I know him professionally, and we became friends because we work in the same field, and we became friends, and because we used to work in the same facility. And I remember when he first said, he's like, he goes, hey, he goes, do you think she would want for us to podcast her reviews? And somebody approached him about, in like yeah, just to be frank, I love you both, and Joey like a sister I never had, and a second brother.
Aw, buddy. Hello, buddy.
I hope he's referring to you like the sister, because the way it's worded, it's
I'm
like,
the brother.
I love you both, and Joey like a sister. But it was a really cool. It was a really cool thing, and now we went from being included on their iTunes channel to it got so big that we have our own iTunes channel now, and it's a really cool thing that people like pop on your reviews just to listen to while they're driving to work and stuff like that. That's such a cool thing to think.
Which blows my mind, because I can't stand the sound of my own voice, and I don't get how it doesn't melt people's brains, but all right, I'll take it.
I just, in the last year, like I don't have any film school background. I don't have anything like that. And I am, super proud of myself for my editing skill that I've slowly developed over the year. It's been a lot of trial and error. A lot of error. A lot of trial. But I've gotten to the point now that I can literally I could do it in my sleep. What do you want the tags to be? All right, it's
usually you yelling, "What are the tags?" when I'm in the shower.
What are the tags? I already put that in there. No, if somebody would have looked at this movie, they'd know the title. What would they say? Oh,
shitty movie.
B movie. Why are you here?
We're definitely gonna up at least for the makeup stuff, the production value is going to be upped because we have the camera now, but probably the movie reviews will still do with this camera just because it's easier.
Yeah, and just because it's shorter. But what the new camera provides is we could do the car ride home from watching the movie, what's our first impression type videos. Like it really makes us mobile. We're very stationary. Everything has to
makes us sound sedentary. I'm not.
The channel is very stationary. We can only film back here where the computer is with everything set up. Now we can still a higher production level than you will likely review. Heyo.
That's true.
But it's really cool that what the new camera, it does a lot for the beauty stuff, yes, but it's also, we can still implement it into some of the horror stuff with me knowing our getting to really like spending like hours upon hours with that editing software and really learning it. And learning the different aspects of YouTube, we can make better quality videos now. The editing can be a lot better. And, you know, like now, like we have never in a million years thought we'd have a custom intro and custom outros with social media tags and all that other fun stuff, you know.
I'd like to use the camera to also to do like there's a horror convention that's not that far from here. Go there, you know.
Could do the vlog and stuff like that.
Do some vloggy type shit because I personally like to watch some daily vlogger stuff on YouTube. So honestly, this is just a channel of narcissism because it's like all the things I like to do. Essentially, you know, and if you have fun watching it, then the more the merrier.
Yeah. What's one thing that we haven't done that you want to do, or something that we wanted to do but didn't get to do, kind of thing? Like what? Like I don't want to call it a regret, but what's one thing that we haven't gotten a chance to do that you really want to do on the channel?
I don't know. I don't really have regrets. I don't feel so. I guess it's, you know, it's a hard question to answer because last year was not ideal.
Yeah, no,
and
I'm saying
I feel like I missed out on doing a lot of stuff, especially with the channel, more specifically with life. So it's hard to really think of something off the top of my head, I guess.
One thing we didn't do that I really want was our Halloween episode.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. It'll happen again. Halloween happens every year.
No. Like our special plan for Halloween.
Yeah, to not have eye surgery and then do that. So we'll do that. It'll be fine. Yeah,
we had such an awesome idea for a Halloween video. It wasn't even like a review. It was just gonna be like a Halloween video that I edited together of us doing, you know. Should we tell them?
No.
It's a very no. I'm saying it was a very good idea, and I think we're gonna definitely do it. But hopefully we can line it up for this Halloween. But I really want to do that.
Yeah.
When we thought that, I was laughing about that so much. Even bought shirts for it.
Did we? We didn't buy shirts for that reason.
No, we bought shirts that we could we bought stuff that we were gonna buy regardless, but we bought it at the time for that.
No. We like shirts.
Shirts and shirts. My God, the shirts you got at Goodwill.
I got the best shirts at Goodwill.
Have you ever seen the movie Heavyweights from the 90s about the kids at the fat camp with Ben Stiller playing the guy whose last name was Perkins? Perkis, I'm sorry. Perkis. And she has one of the shirts that the counselors wore after he took over the camp that says Perkis power on it. And on the back it says I'm Perkisizing. I almost died when she got that.
I got that and a DuckTales shirt and a shirt just with like a big Bill Murray face on it.
Yeah, the Chive. The Chive Bill Murray picture. I don't know. I don't know what else to, do in our reflection of a year of YouTubery. I just can't believe how far we've come. It's crazy. I talk about this channel with beaming pride.
Oh,
like yeah, my wife's got a YouTube channel. She's pretty awesome.
I still think it's like it still blows my mind that people watch it. I guess
it still blows my mind that like close to 50 people watch the review within the first couple of days. And it's like 50 people that take the time to watch our videos. It's weird. It's weird to me. It's weird to me that people watch me play video games. But, me and my friends are very entertaining.
I guess. It doesn't seem like it's been a year either. It seems like this just started.
It feels like yesterday we did like the Belko experiment where I was like hiding on the other side of the TV like, oh, that part was awesome. And we did that in a live stream because we didn't know any better. And
Well, it was like, I think I
like 50
bought the editing software and then I had a hemorrhage and I couldn't see to edit. So I was
it's like an hour
we'll
long.
just live stream it.
It was like an hour long.
Talk about the movie for like 20 minutes and then the rest of it would just be a live stream, just like bullshitting. Which is fine.
Honestly, out of everything, the live streaming is my favorite part. You know, and I love being like, you know, I love, you know, Brian bestowed on me a great honor and allowing me to be in his video for a huge milestone for his channel. And, you know, and it wasn't, I was there because you weren't there. We were both invited and you weren't there because of your eye, but he still wanted me to be there. And that meant a lot.
I had,
you know,
eye surgery that day.
You know, and it's, you know, yeah, I was gonna say you had that, yeah, because you still had the shield on. And it's like, you know, and it's really, really cool that, you know, like you know, because I'll pop in on other people's streamers because I'm up a lot later than you. So like our West Coast people, you know, like horror show and people who are up a lot later, like Queenie and Dice and the horror addicts when they go lives like that. And I pop in there and they're like, oh, hey, Groom, what's going on? Da, 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 da. You know, and they'll like mention like videos. I would just be like, oh, I love the review of blah, blah, blah. And it's, you know, that's so cool. Like people who are just like so much bigger than us that actually watch our reviews and stuff like that. That's so cool. And they want us on their reviews. And the biggest thing is, last year, I was incredibly sick during the horror crawl, but we watched the horror crawl last year. I watched
the horror crawl
as fans, and I woke up and watched and fell asleep and woke up and watched and fell asleep my way through the horror crawl, which I thought was really, really, really cool. And now this year we get to be a part of it, and that's such like a cool thing that, like, you know, it's like we made it. We're in the horror crawl.
That's crazy. I'm still like,
and we're in there with people that we watched on you, that we still watch.
Yeah.
You know, that people that we're fans of. And Screaming Soup is before us.
I love
like
Screaming
so
Soup.
excited about that. I'm like,
They're
oh my God.
Underrated.
I'm like, oh my God, are they gonna say her name?
They put so much freaking work into their videos. All the animation and like, I love it so much. It's so entertaining. That was one of the first channels I watched as well.
Oh, that's the other thing. I even forgot to tell you about this. I actually have a friend of mine, shout out to Valentine in Las Vegas, who's actually an animator, and I've been talking to him about sending him audio files of reviews or stuff like that, and him making animations to the audio files. So that might be something that comes out in the future.
Animations how?
Like he would literally like animate, because he knows what you look like and he knows what I look like because we're friends on Facebook, but he would literally animate us. And then if we talk about something, he would animate what we're talking about. And I thought it would be like a cool little niche to do. And it's a way to go back to movies that we reviewed before and kind of like re-release them with this really cool animation, like the more popular ones and the bigger ones, like Terrifier, It Stains the Sand Red, I Spit on Your Grave, like some of the bigger ones that have been more popular. I thought about doing that with.
Okay.
I'm always working for this channel, always. But you know, like it's really cool that we've gone from horror reviews and have expanded out so much, but still our bread and butter is the horror. Love the horror.
I do love the horror.
But one of my favorite things so far in the YouTube channel was when we decided to do the midweek movie reviews with the Groom, and then we just went on the stretch where we did what people suggested, where Chase beat me over the head with a certain movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he is. Nice to know you have plans for her channel. It's our channel. I'm on this too, and I do all of the editing. It's, you know, it's like when he beat me over the head with, you will like this movie, Joseph. You will like this movie. Just watch it. And we did.
And you liked it.
And I did like it.
Because you're right.
And the sequel. And, you know, we got like Zachary Conan, suggested movies, and, you know, we had Johnny Coynes suggested the movie that you end up watching by yourself.
You refused to watch that.
Oh, listen, I don't dislike Trauma. I will never say that I dislike Trauma, because there are Trauma. I love Toxic Avenger. I loved Poltergeist. I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That horrible movie. I love it so much. I don't see Groom of Rayanimator in the title. You're gonna, nah, you keep it up. You're gonna.
That's a weird threat.
Rayanimator Reviews movies with the Groom. We need you guys to review the Garbage Pail Kids movie. It's not really horror, but it's awesome.
All right.
The Garbage Pail Kids.
It's a live action one, I think.
Is it really? I've never seen it. So it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I told you, because people have asked me for it, like, oh, that's got to be expensive to do that. I was like, it's more time consuming than it is expensive. Yeah, it has cost money, but I've spent equal amounts of money on bowling and like bowling balls and equipment and golf clubs and stuff like that. So that's why people always think like, oh, you think it's a point of contention to spend the money. And I'm like, no, actually, I have to like convince you to spend money on this. I'm like, no. She's like, well, I paid like $30 for this. I'm like, it's important. Just buy it, you know? And it's like, you know, and the monetization thing, it's not important. You know,
it would be nice.
It would be nice
back into it.
Yeah,
but...
it would be nice. But I even said, like, we're never going to rely on the money.
No. If
we get it, that's why we really haven't started a Patreon or anything.
I don't feel like I even have time to invest in like all the stuff for Patreon, just with working. So,
you know, and it's one of those things where it's like we're not going to charge people to suggest movies that we review, because we ask them. So what you're saying is that you're a dance mom.
Yeah. Oh my God, you are a dance mom.
Yes, I am.
Ooh.
Like what the hell was her name? The lady from Dance Moms.
Oh.
I don't remember. The director of like the school. I said I am the big sassy one.
So I'm on the stage dancing, and you're like, come, big
just...
smile. That's you.
That is totally me. That was me before I came on camera for stuff. When you would do reviews, and I'd stand like right there, and I'd be like,
well, I couldn't see the camera. That's why you were there.
Look at the birdie. Look at the birdie.
You see hand motion? Look over here.
But I mean, yeah, I may be dance mom-ish, but it's because I'm very, very Mother of Tears. Pretty sure that was her name. Yes, I am Mother of Tears.
I liked that movie.
No, I mean, yeah, you know what? You want to call me a dance mom? Yes, I am very supportive, but I don't push her. There are some times where I'm like, yo, we're down to one movie. You need to review some fucking movies so we can keep it coming. Because we started with our, like, you know, Sundays are upload day. So when we get down low on videos, and when we get down to a couple, I'm like, yo, you need a couple. But she's usually really good about, like, if she knows, like, when she was getting ready for her eye surgery, like, we like anticipated you not being able to review for like 2 months, and we had like seven movies, and then we were talking about like, oh, what's gonna happen if you can't no wire hangers, right?
Saying like if I had complications, we would have some stuff already pre-filmed and ready to go.
And if it came down to it, we were gonna figure out a horror movie for me.
Ew. Don't do that.
That didn't go away. We were going to pick a horror movie for me to watch and review by myself, which was surprisingly terrifying for me to think of doing. I didn't know. I review movie. I do stuff with you. I don't do stuff on this channel alone.
And also, please check out Horror Show Entertainment as he's watching Mother of Tears after this live stream, and we'll have his review out tonight. Please check him out.
Oh, I'm gonna. Well, I'll be live streaming the new game that came out. So you'll probably hear it in the background on my Twitch. Somebody, oh my God. So funny story.
Can you talk really loud? Because I have to pee.
Go. All right. Funny story. Brian, you're going to love this. So I was on my Twitch stream and I forget what we were doing, but there was a break in what I was doing. I think I was dead. The Division 2. That's the new game I'm playing. It's like a post-apocalyptic game. That's it's the sequel to the Division 1, which was set in New York. The Division 2 is set in Washington, D.C., which is really cool for me because I was stationed in the military. I was stationed right out of D.C. So it's not another 3-color game like you like to suggest that I play a game with 3 colors, Chase. But so I was playing a different game. And I think I was dead. I was waiting for a respawn. It was going to be a couple of minutes. I actually popped on one of Brian's reviews. And because I think he had just posted it. So I just pulled it up, hit like, watch the video, support my friends. And somebody in my Twitch feed actually sent in my Twitch feed was like, what are you watching? So I actually plugged Brian's channel in my Twitch live stream with like 15, 16 people were watching. I said it's Horror Show Entertainment. He reviews horror movies, books, music. He's really cool. I like the Apex Legends, but after winning a few times, felt like I hit the ceiling with it. I completely agree with you. I played that. I got really good at it. I played with I had my Apex team. It was what are you looking at? Has it been like that?
I don't know.
Huh.
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's a drop ceiling, so.
Yeah.
So like I hit the, I feel like you hit like a wall with that. I won with every character, got 5,000 damage with every character, and it just got too repetitive for me. So I go back to it, because a couple of my friends play it, and we do that, and the sky is falling. So, but yeah, it was super cool because somebody asked me what are you watching, and I said my friend Brian has a YouTube channel. It's called Horror Show Entertainment. He reviews horror movies, and they asked me, they're like, isn't that competitive with your wife's channel? I said no, not at all.
Not a competition.
I said they do a lot of stuff. They do a lot of stuff together. We do live streams with them all the time. They've done watch with me stuff, which I always thought was super cool. I love that about Brian's channel, that he watches movies with fans, which is super cool. Oh, my shoulder hurts. I slept on this side weird. There's room at the table for everyone. Yeah. Yes. And I completely agree with that. It's not a competition because Bloodbath and Beyond just beating everybody, but it's not a competition. I think if you have something to say that's original, then you should have your own channel.
And you should not be tearing people down. You should just build everyone up.
And that's what I think the crawl's about. I think the crawl is about supporting each other.
I'm a big fan of people supporting people.
Yeah, me, Dan, and Lemon are trying to work out a wrestling live stream before paid reviews where 3 of us get together. And the really cool thing, and when we were kicking around this idea, is nobody cared whose channel it was on. Nobody cared who was going to get the views, who was going to get the watch time for it. We were just we just wanted to do it. We just wanted to hang out and talk wrestling and bring in some other people that, liked it. And everybody's from the horror community.
I probably won't be a part of that.
Which was the biggest surprise for me for the horror community. And the most wonderful surprise for me is how much they are all wrestling fans. And I wear wrestling shirts during like the live streams, and people pop in and be like, "Oh my god!" and like they say like, "Oh, I love your Seth Rollins shirt. Oh, I love your Matt Hardy shirt." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" It's like they like wrestling too. So, but I've thought about doing like a wrestling, like doing like a wrestling like review, like doing like post pay-per-view like thoughts and stuff like that, like thoughts and results soon, because you know how Lamont does the predictions before it and stuff like that. I've thought about doing like a post pay-per-view, like, you know, it's kind of like a review, like we saw this, you know, blah 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 blah.
Are you gonna freak out if you're on camera alone though?
We'll find out.
We did that one. Well, no, I was standing off screen.
Oh, that's right. I unboxed the loot crate by myself.
The loot crate by yourself.
I didn't
and
like
my
it.
creepy hand kept popping in to
like
grab
it.
stuff.
I didn't like it. I do it because of you. I think that's been like that, to be honest.
Yeah. I hate this house. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for joining.
So, if you have any questions for us, please ask. We're running out of stuff to say.
We're running out of stuff to say. It's 9:30. We still haven't eaten dinner.
You haven't eaten dinner. I had flan. Thank you, Lorena.
That was Lorena's stepmom.
Well, it doesn't matter. Lorena gave you the flan for
No,
me to eat.
I bought the flan.
Where'd you buy the flan from?
The restaurant.
Oh, you ate at the restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was amazing.
It was really good.
It's called La Bamba, which is like actually the cutest thing.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It was so good. I had carnitas.
Tiny meats.
I had the tiny meats, and they were delicious. And I had guacamole.
We were at Chipotle. I'll never forget this. We were at Chipotle the one day, and we looked at the menu, and it said carnitas, and we both were like, "What's that?" So we Googled it, and it says carnitas means tiny meats. And we were sitting in Chipotle, giggling uncontrollably, going, "Tiny meats."
And then I kept calling the cat Carnitas.
It's Carnitas. She's tiny bees.
She's my tiny me.
No, she's not here. But no, I mean, it's been so much fun. And it's been so much fun beyond making the videos and stuff like that. It's like all the funny little inside jokes, the we can hear the groom yelling at the video games.
Oh my god, forever screaming. I think there's like a clip of you yelling something, and you yelled shit really loud during my Get Ready With Me that we may have left in. I don't remember, but it was just like,
you can hear
and
it.
now I'm going to be using this. It was like, blah, 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 shit. I was like,
oh, no. I went, what the hell is that? Oh, shit. And then I got blown up. The Leroy Jenkins, that was always fun. You were in a live stream.
And then people are just like,
and they heard, and then they heard me yell Leroy Jenkins from that living room.
Well, you're just sneezing dramatically loud. You're just a dramatic person. All the drama.
I'm a very
dramatic,
flamboyant person.
You're very dramatic.
Charismatic.
Dramatic. What are we going to eat for dinner?
Taco Bell.
All right. I mean,
I promised Colin and George that I would go to Taco Bell so they can live vicariously through me, because their Taco Bell's too far away for them to drive to.
That's really unfortunate.
I feel bad for them.
So are you gonna do my makeup for a video?
I don't know. Maybe.
You should.
Maybe I'll make it another. Maybe I'll make that another subscriber.
Ew! Don't touch me with your feet. Stop.
Like Colin pops in. Yeah, you did. I think you know what? I may make that another subscriber.
Yeah, but no one's
milestone.
No one's gonna watch this entire video and then be like, "I'll subscribe now."
No. That might be something. That might be something we put in the next beauty video. Is, hey, you want to see my husband do my makeup? Tell your friends about the channel, because unless we hit X amount of when we hit X amount of subscribers, maybe I'll shave my beard. Maybe I'll shave my beard and you can do my makeup.
Don't shave your beard.
We'll do that if we get monetized. I'll grow it back.
Nady has a beard and he puts makeup on.
No, I meant like shave it down, to like what Manny has.
I don't like that.
I'll grow it back.
What if it doesn't grow back?
It's gonna grow back.
What if it
It
doesn't?
always grows back, regardless if I want it to or not.
Subscribe.
Okay, have a beautiful day.
Bye.
Get him, but that there's
He has a mustache.
There's George. Now look, see that? You see this face right here? That looks terrible with just a mustache. Maybe I'll just shave this right here and do the walrus down to the mutton chops.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Handlebars. See?
No.
See?
No, thank you. I mean, no. Because you'd have to go to work like that, and then you'd be that stereotypical guy.
I'd be like, yeah. Yeah, the Maddie Man.
No.
Oh, God, yeah.
Do you remember when you were building your character for the video game yesterday?
The Division,
and you were going through all the facial hairs, and I was like, absolutely not. No.
She wouldn't even. That looks amazing. Shave it. Now we have a long-standing deal in our marriage. If she doesn't cut her hair short.
And your perception of short is very skewed.
She doesn't cut her hair short. I don't shave my beard.
What if my hair was like that? Is that short?
If you stand up and it touches your shoulders, it's acceptable.
It's the same length if you're sitting and it touches. I don't. Do you not understand how hair works?
No.
Okay, so like my neck doesn't get longer when I stand up.
You're like a giraffe.
I'm not. Giraffes' necks don't get longer when they stand up.
Yeah,
you don't even know how giraffes work.
Designing a character's face in a third-person game so you can stare at his back.
Yeah.
There are cutscenes in that game, sir, where you see their face.
She goes, yes, that's short. Don't do it. I feel like
go gadget neck.
I feel like this is more of like, it's not you saying I can't cut my hair. It's me saying you can't shave your beard. Because I
have to get something in return.
I'm really attached to my hair, and I never want to cut it. Like, even when I have to trim it, I will just sit there and pout like you killed my hamster the entire time. I hate getting my hair cut. I hate getting my hair done.
Oh, let me get in front of George on this. What's your favorite kind of pretzel?
None. I can't eat pretzels.
One of my favorite live.
Shut the fuck
you are
up.
literally attached to your hair.
I meant emotionally.
One of the funniest things. Dye the beard blonde. Wow. No. That would look horrible. Gluten-free. See? George remembers.
Oh.
One of the funniest things was when George popped into a live stream with a couple other people, and he kept asking pretzel-related questions.
No, that made someone in particular feel really uncomfortable. Oh my god, I become Robin Tooney in Empire Records every time I shave my head. Oh, that scene though. So good.
But
I just watched that not too long ago again. I was like, oh, my teenage angst.
I have a question. What movies do you have planned on reviewing? George says that people want to know about the pretzels.
All right, so Us comes out soon.
Us? Which one's that? Is that the Jordan Peele one?
Yeah, I really want to see that.
Get Out was amazing.
I love Get Out.
I love that movie. Made me feel.
I feel like there's a few that I've seen on a few streaming platforms that I would like to review that don't look very good, but they, sometimes those are the ones that surprise you. There's a bunch that I got from The Painted Man that I need to review.
Next Friday is Us.
Yes. I want to. I knew it was. like next week or something, but perfect. There's a bunch, but I don't quite have a list.
Zachary,
but I know that Us is part.
The new
part of it.
Pet Cemetery is one.
I will not see that probably.
Because Zachary Haith wants to know, what movies will you refuse to watch?
I don't want to watch the new Pet Cemetery because the cat that they have playing church looks way too much like my cat, and that actually, like, I know eventually everything dies, but in my head, I'm still kind of holding on to my cat's never going to die. And seeing a cat that looks like my cat have unfortunate things happens makes me very, very upset. So I'm probably not going to see that. Movie genres that I refuse to watch. I don't like chick flicks or romantic, like classically romantic movies. I would say my favorite romantic movie would be
Warm Bodies.
I don't think it was that romantic. Return of the Living Dead 3. I felt like that was really romantic. I just like...
He sets the bar real low for romance.
What does that say? I mean, I just like chick flicky type stuff. Like things I know... I don't know. My like the stuff that...
Shut up, George.
What?
Don't ask.
Okay. I mean, I'm just not into it. It's not my cup of tea. I like action movies. I really love kung fu movies from the 70s. I love Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love anime. I love comedy.
JCVD.
I like a lot of cartoons. Just like chick flicky stuff. It's not my jam. You know.
What is classically romantic to you?
Like I would say stereotypically romantic movies.
Casablanca.
I guess Casablanca.
Here's looking at you, kid.
What is it? I'm trying to think of like every movie Lorena's told me to watch. The Notebook. I've never seen that.
Gross. Neither have I.
Is it Love Actually? Is that one? Never seen it.
There's his tongue punching the fork box is romantic to him.
That's beautiful. Any movie with Ryan Gosling that's romantic, I'm not into.
What do you want? That's the only thing I know from that. I think that's from the Notebook when he's like standing in the rain and he's like, "What do you want?" I only know that from the memes where it's like when you ask your girl where she wants to go eat, and she says you pick, and then keeps saying no to everything you pick. And I'm like, that's my fucking life.
It's not because you're like, what do you want to eat? And I'm like, wings.
Wings.
That's all I want.
Cool Runnings is my favorite romance movie. I love that movie.
I love Cool Runnings.
Cool Runnings is a awesome movie.
You know what my grandma said? Get back to work.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go. Cool Runnings.
Oh, John Candy.
Oh my God, I was at work and 2 employees were pushing a...
You're talking very quietly. I don't know if they can hear you.
So I'm at work, and these 2 employees were taking supplies from one office to another, and they were dragging like a flatbed cart. And I told them they should jump on it like a 2-man bobsled and just go across the quad like that. And the girl turns back. She goes, "What, like Cool Runnings?" I'm like, "Yes, exactly like Cool Runnings." Ben Grimm says hi.
Hi, Ben. What movie genre won't you watch?
I don't know.
You've watched way more chick flicks than me.
Tyler Perry movies.
I watched a Tyler Perry movie.
I fucking hate Medea so much.
I
think it is the dumbest thing in the world, and it's a total ripoff of Martin Lawrence's Big Mama.
I think it was the October surgery when I was recovering. They had Boo, a Medea Christmas, a Medea
Boo,
Halloween.
A Medea Halloween.
That was on Netflix, I think, and I watched it, and I didn't get a lot of the jokes.
Oh, you know what? You know what genre I won't watch?
What?
Well, that you love. I freaking hate the scary movie, like the spoof scary movies.
Oh, I love
hate
franchise
those.
or franchise spoof movies, but I love that franchise.
Yeah, I hate the scary movie franchise.
I love it.
It's not that I hate the spoof movies, because I love Not Another Teen Movie. I freaking love that movie. But she hates the American Pie movies.
I've not seen American Pie.
I thought you said you watched
No.
that you saw part of the one.
No. All I know
Actually,
is
he ripped it from
the joke.
He ripped Medea from a drag queen in Atlanta, but sure, Big Mama. Thanks, Chase. Make you feel dumb again.
All I know from American Pie is
the kid fucked the pie.
well, no, that one part in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back with Jason Biggs, and he's like, "I'm the pie fucker." That's all I know.
Oh, I can't believe they're remaking that movie.
They're not remaking it; they're making another one.
Yeah, and Chris Jericho's gonna be in it.
Why'd you say they're remaking it?
I thought they were
remaking.
they're making another good. Oh, because Clerks 3 fell through and all the other.
It's fine.
But any other questions? You people, any other questions? You people. Wonder how many people are watching.
Where are you scrolling to?
Narnia.
Narnia.
Yeah, we're gonna show that.
Oh my god.
I would ask him what his favorite pie to fuck is, but I'd be afraid that he would have a very easy answer for that.
I feel like I have a.
They should make a live Thundercats movie. I thought he even said the next thing he types is what would be the best pie to fuck. Oh my god.
No.
Asking for a friend. It's one of those known secrets no one talks about. Josephine. He used to hang out in gay clubs before he made it, ripped off Medea from a drag queen.
Aw.
There's nothing.
Oh, my obsession with drag queens.
Recently there has been a significant obsession with drag
So
queens.
if you guys enjoy drag queens and horror and
horror.
gore, please check out Dragula. Season 1 and Season 2 are both on Netflix. I also found Season 1 on YouTube before it was available. Or no, not Netflix. Is it Prime?
Yeah, I think you watch
think
it
it's
on Prime.
It's actually the best. It's brought to you by the Boulet brothers. And it's like how RuPaul's Drag Race was looking for like the most glam drag queen. This is looking for like the subculture drag queen, and it's actually amazing. And I love just every aspect of this show. And in another life, I would totally be a drag queen and I would compete in this shit. And I found so many cool queens to follow on Instagram, and they're amazing. And the Boulet brothers are incredible. I can't get enough of it, and I hope that they come out with more and more seasons so I can keep watching it. And the Boulet brothers outfits are everything. So good.
You know what show I wish they would bring back? Elevator with the Saska sisters.
That was a good show.
That's a terrible what happened to them. Zachary Haight says peach pie. I could eat a peach for hours. Yes. Yes, I love the face off. I love the face off quote. I remember when we found that movie and we came home and I was so happy because we watched it.
I love Face Off.
Oh, I know a movie genre you will never ever watch. Tom Hanks.
Oh, fuck Tom Hanks.
Any of the Robert Langdon series.
I've seen like I saw the first one in theaters with someone I worked with.
The Da Vinci Code.
I just can't stand Tom Hanks.
I don't understand this. So if Tom Hanks was in a B horror movie full of gore and special effects, would you watch it?
Probably. Who else is in it?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta paint me a good picture here.
He's the only named actor.
Who did the effects in it?
Nicotero.
I'd watch it.
Exactly.
Oh my God, she's with me. She's with me on Tom Hanks. Thank you.
You two
Thank
are
you.
alone. Tom Hanks is a national treasure.
He's not, shut up.
What about
Nicolas
Colin
Cage
Hanks?
is a national treasure.
What about he was in a national treasure?
He is a national treasure.
I wish they would make another national treasure.
I don't give a shit about that. I just want to watch Con Air.
Love Con
I love Con Air so much. What about Colin Hanks?
Yeah, so do you hate Tom Hanks? Do you hate his kid too?
I don't know.
Colin Hanks was in Orange County with Jack Black.
Did I see that?
That's the one where he's like trying to get in school and Jack Black's like the druggy brother.
I didn't see that.
It had that shitty Crazy Town song Butterfly in it. Come my lady, come my lady.
Didn't see that.
Song sucks. What about Hank Hill?
I like Hank Hill.
Hot song. He was in Dexter. We've never watched Dexter. I've never watched Dexter.
I watched a bunch of Dexter in the beginning, but I never finished it out.
He says House Bunny? Question mark.
I liked House Bunny.
He was the one that Anna Faris ended up with at the end.
I don't remember. I just remember her
Cinderella.
the voice thing. So
what
good.
was her name again? Oh yeah, Cinderella.
Because Lorena does that all the
Yes,
time.
she does. That's one thing I would love to see. I want you to do some type of video, some type of review, makeup, movie, whatever, with Lorena. Because your dynamic together is amazing.
We want to do, I talked to her about it. We want to do maybe like some of the challenges or just like a get ready with us thing.
Do like the 5-minute makeup challenge?
Oh God, no.
That would be awesome. I had a really good idea. I had a really good idea for Lorena and her husband Dan, myself, and Rayanne to go see the movie Escape Room and then go do an escape room.
But at the time I was blind.
Yeah.
So
we could still watch it on. We could watch it on DVD or Netflix or whatever, and there's still escape. That's the weird thing. There's like a bunch of escape rooms within
there's a lot of those around
popping up in our area. It's like I'm just like you think about going to one of them. It's like, I've seen all the Saw movies.
I know how this is gonna play out.
I feel like this kind of feels like the beginning of a Saw movie.
Yeah.
Come out in the tricycle. You're thinking a scary movie.
Yes.
And he's like, nah, it's cool. She told me she was a virgin.
I always think of the Jigsaw in the Office thing, where it's the little guy on the bike, and everyone's in cubicles, and he just keeps popping up. He's like, "I want to play a game," and they're like, "Oh."
Or when she removes her eye, it's like, oh yeah, there's a bar fight in '99.
What?
In Scary Movie 2 when they're
no, I meant the YouTube parody.
Oh God, yes.
The guy's trying to talk to the client on the phone, and he's like, "I want to play a game. I've put this in the phone receiver or something," and he's like, "Fuck."
What is your in the last year? What has been your favorite non-horror movie that has come out since you started the channel? Something that you liked but you wouldn't review because it's not like in the lane of the channel.
I really enjoyed Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah, that's right. You watched that without me.
That was so good, and I cried a little bit at the end.
Good answer. I loved Infinity War.
I cried at the end of that one too.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
I still love that. Colin is remarking the specific brand of lawnmower on my shirt. He is such a farmer.
Sir. I'm trying to think of what other movies I've watched that aren't horror. I love Dragula. That's not a movie.
even watch non-horror movies anymore.
Yeah, I do.
What are we going? Well, we're going to see Captain Marvel tomorrow.
I'm excited for that.
Me too.
I really liked seeing Die Hard in theaters.
Oh, that was cool.
That was neat.
You ran into old friends.
I'm trying to think, and I can't. I'm sure I'll think of it later.
Oh.
Like when I'm in the shower, like, oh yeah, that was a good movie.
Cavs and Carvel. It's about the ice cream company. I miss getting to see Die Hard. Oh, dude, it was.
Aww.
We saw it.
It's in an independent
Christmas.
movie theater.
We saw it around Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it's the greatest Christmas movie ever. That was really cool. I really love that. There's a movie theater in our area. That's a smaller movie theater. One screen has been there since I was a kid. I remember going there to see Independence Day when it first came out in theaters. But it was like I really like how they're like, you know, instead of trying to compete with them, a lot of these smaller movie theaters are going to, like, you know, playing older movies that people wouldn't have a chance to see in theaters. Like we went up and saw Indiana Jones in the original format, which was so cool because you could see the cigarette burns in the film. That was such a cool thing.
Oh, that's a good movie. Cigarette Burns.
Horror
That's
show.
One of the Masters of Horror
Says watching Mother of Tears simultaneously. The acting is amazing.
I liked that movie.
But
Amanda says she watched All Saints Day for the 5th time. I don't know if I've seen that.
I've never heard of that, actually.
I'll have to check that out.
Yep. All right. Well, I mean, it's 10 o'clock. We need to go get foods. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for the questions, responding to social media. We got a lot of good questions. Boondock Saints. That's what she says.
Oh. Gotcha.
George hit me with an old joke. They said, did you watch Independence Day, the movie Independence Day? Did you watch the actual signing of the Declaration of Independence? No, we just rescued that from the National Archives building like 3 hours ago, remember? In the game. So we're in DC. You have to save the Declaration of Independence. Keep America restored.
All right.
So
thank you guys so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun. Do you guys watch zombie movies? Are you new here?
Yeah, that's all she watches, Colin. She loves zombie movies.
It's been a pretty fun ride this first year, and hopefully, you know, bigger and better things to come. Everyone stays healthy and flourishes, and we get some good stuff to watch, and us isn't disappointing, and we will love Captain Marvel, hopefully. But you know, we're pretty open to stuff. If you ever want to hit us with some suggestions, or
go on the Facebook page
or Twitter.
If you watch something that you think one of us is gonna like, Twitter, Facebook, you know, let us know. A lot of the movies I've really loved in the last year have come from suggestions from friends, from people, from fans of the channel, you know, who are like, you should definitely review this. And then we watch it, I'm like, oh my God, this is an awesome movie. We should definitely review this. So, you know, it's been a crazy ride.
Yeah. Or even if there's like a style of video that you want to see, or specific review of products or techniques or anything like that, let me know. And I will try to accommodate as much as I can.
Chase says finish the Sleepaway Camp trilogy.
We're trying. I think we found the rest, right?
Yeah,
we can do it.
Well, I mean, Isn't there like 5 of them?
I don't know.
But we will definitely do the third one to finish out the trilogy. I did enjoy the second one too. I did. But I guess that's it.
That wraps it up for the live stream. Thanks so much for hanging out with us and interacting. We had a really good time. We're going to go get some Taco Bell, and then I'm probably going to go to sleep soon because I'm tired.
And I am probably going to be on live on Twitch in about an hour. So come hang out with us. Ask me questions. Watch us play The Division. Colin and Turduckinator will be there, and it'll be a good time. So we'll see y'all later.
Bye!